So, this is a rebuttal for sort of chef knives to go, who insisted that in a contest between steel and plastic, that in fact it was unreasonable to expect the steel to win every single time. So, this is a piece of relatively heavy gauge plastic, roughly comparable to the, roughly comparable to the vacuum seal plastic that was cut, that damaged the artifacts, that was sharpened at 10 degrees inclusive. Now I should note that other things damaged it as well, and its performance was poor at 30 degrees inclusive, but it was the exciting failure at 10 degrees inclusive that seemed to really captivate people's attention. So, just so you can see here, this is, it should be visible, a 1/10 of a millimeter thick plastic on each side. This is presumably a razor blade steel, as it came out of an inexpensive Bic razor. Oh, actually, you can see it's still riveted there, and I hope at least you can see that that says Bic. Not quite aware of what the price was on this, but there you go. It was used. It's not brand new. You can see rust on it. I'm not sure if you can see the reflections, but the edge did not start minty fresh and perfect. So this blade is actually so thin, I was unable to accurately measure its angle. But you can see here, it is, oh hey, I was wrong. I measured it before to get angles, and said that it was 0.9 millimeters thick. It appears actually I was measuring some sort of dirt. It is 0.8 millimeters thick, the blade, stock, that is. And I apologize, the calculation I did for this was for 0.9 millimeters thick. I will go back and annotate that in and revise that, my apologies. But if this blade stock were 0.9 millimeters thick, I was unable to measure the actual apex angle because it was so thin, so I measured its depth, and assuming it is a flat plane ground from here to the edge, and it is ground on both sides, I measured it is about 0.4 millimeters deep, the grind on the bevel, which gives you, for again 0.9 millimeters thick, which gives you about less than 6.5 degrees per side. So about 12-13 degrees inclusive. Same sort of category as the artifacts that I sharpened, and you know, again, I'll come back and I'll annotate in what the new trig is now that it's a 1/10 smaller. But anyway, I just wanted to demonstrate that this sort of abuse. I've not actually done this before, so I guess if this doesn't work, you'll get to laugh at me. And I should note that this damage here and this damage up here came from me trying to extract it, because this is sort of press riveted in. It was actually remarkably difficult to get out. So we're aiming for this area in here, which is relatively unmolested. And again, damage was 0.5 millimeter deep, so it will be, or deeper, so it will be relatively apparent. Let's see if we can reflect some light off of this for the camera, just sort of see. And here we go. Oh, flexing. Oh boy, you can just feel the abuse. No. Yeah. This is actually remarkably difficult to do. Okay. Okay. So, let's observe. There is no additional edge damage. Trying to reflect some light off. So this then was able to do what $100 Richmond Artifacts, also in a razor blade steel, wasn't able to do. So I guess, well, you could argue that a commercial razor blade in a razor blade steel and a chef knife in a razor blade steel are not actually equivalent, necessarily you might desire different properties in them. I guess the question becomes, why would you want an expensive chef knife to be outperformed in terms of edge stability by a several cent plastic razor, disposable razor? I don't actually have an answer to that question because I didn't make the argument, but I guess if Mr. Richmond, who said implicitly that this is expected performance for his knives, comes along and sees this video, he is more than welcome to comment, and I will even annotate in what his reasoning is, if he would care to supply it. I will also link a video over to the whole debacle response video, sort of why and how all this came about, just so that nobody feels like they were left out. But yeah, so there you go. That is couple cent plastic razor outperforming $100 chef knife. And I think that just about covers it. Thanks for watching, guys.